Good morning, everybody. We are launching this morning. It is August 23rd at about 7:30. We're launching out of the Sterling State Park down in Monroe, Michigan, hoping to go out today and catch a massive perch or walleye or anything that'll really bite. We're going to head out towards the shipping channel, which is quite a bit deeper than everywhere else in the area. People have been saying everything is kind of deeper, so we're going to go out there and try to troll around and see if anything bites, or if we mark anything on the plotter, and then maybe drop down some perch rigs and hopefully catch some perch. So here we go. At, I don't know, mile and a half an hour. Lots of big freighters around right now. So we are just off the edge of the shipping channel, so hopefully we're not in their way too bad, but marking a lot of fish on the chart plotter, so let's see how it goes. Okay, so Carrie might have a fish on. We'll see what we got coming up right now. I don't think I'll get the net. It might be weed monster, we don't know. Oh, it's weed monster. Oh my god, another little white perch.
He took both of my minis. Friend? Okay, calm you.
Oh, big old catfish. Damn it.
He's too big to eat, too. You kind of want them small, like you want the sheepshead. Little monster. Were you on mid-column or bottom?
I was right on the bottom, but he took twice now they've taken the top minnow. Give me a mini too. I don't know. Something big though. Ooh. Might be a fighter. Pull and drag too. Big sheepshead, I think. Oh, is it a sheepshead? Yeah, it's a nice size one. What the hell? Oh my god, my line just broke too. Holy cow. Here, buddy. Nice. Hold on, friend. Calm. I'll use this camera. So, this is what we call a sheepshead. It's actually a freshwater drum, and whoa, and he wanted to go back, but typically people don't eat them because they usually get really big, but I don't know why people don't. They say they don't, but they actually taste pretty good. Their meat is kind of firm like chicken would be, so we'll keep him for sure. Are you hooked on the motor?
Another good eater.
You're a sheepshead. Something nobody would ever say usually.
I know.
We learned the secret.
He's missing an eye. I need your pliers, I think.
Players?
Yeah. Wow. Man, he's got that really in there. Trying to shake him off. Can't seem to get him off.
Here, you'll hold on to him.
Okay.
He's missing an eye.
I know. Yeah, you didn't hear me say that?
No. Oh, here, let me take him. Wow.
Yeah, it's in there.
Goodness.
Okay. Here, I'll give you him. This is all.
Here we go. Here's got the cut. Actually, a little bit crooked here. Nice. You got me. Welcome back. It is now the next day. The fish have been chilling on ice overnight. It's something we kind of like to do. It helps firm the fish up a little bit so that they're a little bit easier to fillet. And that's something we started doing with all these fish after we've dispatched them and also bled them all. So you can see if you look in, their gills are snipped. That leads to a lot cleaner meat and just an overall better taste. So we'll start out today. I'm going to use my 8-inch Superflex sword fillet knife. Just started getting these things. I love them. This little guy looks so surprised. So usually when I start out filleting a fish, I kind of come from this side first and cut behind the fin back towards and in. I'm by no means a master filleter, but I like to make a cut there and then run down the back a little bit. This knife is kind of overkill for the size of the fish. And then at some point you can find a spot where you can go through to the other side. Let's do it. There we go. And then from there we can fillet him all the way right down to his tail. And then I come back through and just lay him open like that and start working down the backbone. And we get to a point here where we can start following the rib cage out and around. Every fish is a bit different, so it seems like they all have different rib cage structures that you have to try to get around. I know a lot of people just blow right straight through the rib cages, but to me that just ends up making a little bit more of a mess of the cleaning station here, and it actually is in our garage, so I don't want to make a huge mess. But this definitely does take a little bit more time, and I think you do eventually lose a little bit of the meat, but typically we're not terribly hurting for fish, so if we lose a little bit of meat, it's not the end of the world. One thing I will say about these sheephead or freshwater drum is that their meat is a lot more firm than most other freshwater fish. Most freshwater fish to me is a little bit mushier, where these things are more firm, almost like chicken. So once we've made that, we lay them back, break the tail, pull them out to the edge here a little bit, and cut our fillet off. So that's our first fillet. It's pretty good looking meat. Not a ton of meat there, but if you get a couple of them, it ends up making for a pretty decent meal. In a little bit here, we're going to cook these guys up. Maybe try a couple different ways with them, and from there we'll see you next.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to make the sheep's head in two different ways. We're going to first do a Cajun style marinated in crystal hot sauce, and then we're going to do a beer batter with a traditional egg wash. One thing I want to do before starting though is actually to put some garlic salt in the egg wash, because otherwise it might be very bland. The next thing I'm going to do is actually take out the fish and cut it up into basically like fish nugget size pieces. We learned from Key West Waterman about, so if you have the fish and you're not going to eat it right away that second, he suggested that you wrap it in paper towel. Make sure you keep the paper towel dry, and that actually keeps your fish for a few days in the refrigerator. And we've done this several times now, and that works really well. So thank you to him for giving us that tip. So I'm just going to cut these into chunk-sized nuggets. Sheep's head that we got equaled this much fish. They were on the smaller side, which I think is important for eating them. I'm worried that anything bigger is probably going to taste muddy, like sometimes how catfish start tasting muddy. But if you get them about the size that we got them, which is, 16 to probably 20 inches, they actually have a really good flavor. And you can see here that the meat is very firm. It's almost like a chicken more than it's like a fish. And so it's interesting, and it'll be interesting to see how it fries up. When we had it before, we blackened it and ate it that way, and it tasted just like I think it actually didn't taste like chicken, because that has a more unique flavor, but it had a very mild flavor to it, and it just took on the seasoning that we had, that we actually wrapped it or put it in. So I'm going to take about half of the sheep's head, and I'm going to stick it so it marinades here in the hot sauce, because that you want to let that soak for a few minutes. Just get those marinating in there, those chunks. Batters typically last a while. Usually I can get 2 or 3 cooks out of a batter, so I'll seal that up after the video. Come back over here. This one I'm very excited about. It's a beer battered blend, and we got both of these at, of all the places, Menards. We saw them, we thought they looked pretty unique, so we were willing to try it. For those of you who don't know Menards, it's a home improvement store, but they do have a food area, and they carry some, they almost like, I would almost say like not unusual items in it, and so it's interesting. All right, and then this also has the perch in it. So if you look at the difference between the perch meat and this meat, you can kind of see the perch is definitely more flaky. This is a little bit more pink, and the perch cooks up more like a traditional fish. I don't know that I'm going to do the perch today because this is going to be a lot of food. We're going to share this food with the dogs though, so they eat a lot. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do, take paper towel and put it down when you're using an air fryer to keep your counters kind of clean. So essentially you're just rubbing this around in here and you're coating your fish. Let's pick this up and load it into the air fryer. On any of that seasoned breading to change the flavor of this. Oh. The other fish on there. Roll it around, get it nicely covered. One thing I typically do with the fish to get a good crisp on it is I usually spray it with a spray oil. This one's a butter flavor. And I will actually bring this back out and spray that down too. Next, I'm actually going to cook these. I'm going to start with 7 minutes at 350. You can always cook things more. You can never uncook things. So Mike just said when he did this before, he did 12 minutes at 400 degrees. So I'm actually going to make that adjustment. I start with 7, so we gotta go back down to 7.
Okay, so here we got the completed meal.
This one is Cajun, and this one is beer battered. We're gonna have to taste it and see which one we like best.
Looks pretty good.
You wanna go first?
Yeah.
Okay, here.
Okay, let's see here.
Film and Mike, he's trying the beer battered first.
The beer battered one. Very, very good.
Is it?
I really like the beer battered. Let's try the other one now. This is the hot sauce marinated one. Has no smell. Very firm.
Yeah.
Not like chicken, but...
Is there any fishiness?
No fishiness whatsoever.
Sorry about the dogs. That's a reality of living with the Great Pyrenees.
Really spicy. But, I mean, people talk a lot of smack about the Sheepshead, and I don't know. I'm not seeing it. It's really good. Carrie?
This piece is beautiful. Mmm. Mmm. That is really good. I actually really like that one. I like that beer battered flavor. It has a really good flavor. Almost like it's got a little bit of beer in it.
Not a bad thing.
Okay, and here is the Cajun. Mmm. Woo.
Got a little bit of bite to it.
Yeah. The hot sauce marinade with the Cajun battering. Man, that one's a little spicy. Not too spicy, not so spicy you can't eat it, but yeah. I don't know if we'll be giving that one for the dogs to test.
Yeah, I don't know. That one might be a little bit much for them. We'll give them a little tiny piece and just see if they'll lick it.
Okay.
But yeah.
Sit.
Sit, puppy.
There you go. Okay. Sit. You gotta stay sitting. You gotta stay sitting. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here goes Sophie. This is the beer battered. You gonna like it, friend?
Oh, she
Ooh.
loves it.
She says that's yummy. Now this one's a little spicy. This is Cajun battered. What do you think? Go on.
Ooh, she wants more.
You want to lick the plate?
Sit down.
Sit.
Sit. Sit. Sit. Good girl. Good girl. Okay.
Okay.
Now we've got Angel trying the
beer
battered.
You going to eat it?
Oh, wow.
Well, this is surprising. Okay, she liked it. Okay, what about the Cajun? You gonna like the Cajun? Oh my goodness. It's even Angel approved.
It's got to be good if Angel's eating it.